Hi, everybody. Mitch here. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about an important subject, which is password reuse. And it's exactly what it says, which is that you use the same password on multiple sites. And it could be between like social media, like Facebook or Twitter, and your email. It could be between work and home. It could be any number of different things. It could be your bank and something else. The problem is that when one of these passwords gets compromised on some particular site, if you reuse the password, what attackers do is just brute force. So, let's say it's pretty amazing when you think about it. Let's say there's 1 million passwords that they get in a password dump from a breach. So they just have an army of websites coming from different IP addresses that will brute force try putting those passwords in multiple different sites. They'll try it on Twitter, they'll try it on Facebook, they'll try it on this site, on that site. And if it works, then they're in. So let's talk about just something really quickly here. Some basic password reuse conversations. So number one, and these are statistics that I didn't make up, someone else collected them. 65% of people reuse passwords across sites. Hopefully, if you're listening to this, you're not one of them. But if you are, then it's time to change those passwords. And I know changing passwords is a pain in the butt. And I know that having different passwords is a pain. There are lots of different ways to solve that, one of which the easiest way is a password manager. I've talked about that before. 91% say they know better about password reuse, but they do it anyway. Yeah, we're not all perfect. What can I say? Microsoft flagged 44 million accounts for using a password that has been compromised. But people still use them. And in many cases, they didn't know that the password was compromised because it wasn't the Microsoft account that was compromised. And maybe some account that they signed up for a long time ago and don't even remember they signed up for it and don't remember what the password is. But by God, the hackers know what the password is. And kind of to support that, the average the average person reuses a password 14 times. So when one site gets hacked, that really means 13 other sites got hacked. 72% said that they reuse passwords in the personal account world. And many of them just change the password by adding one character at the end. 73% said that they use the same passwords for work and personal accounts, which is really a no-no. So now you're not only compromising your personal stuff, but you're also compromising your employer's stuff. And 81% of hacking-related breaches involve stolen credentials, which is what I said at the very beginning, which is, if site A is breached, and the hackers have all these passwords that they can then go use to try to break into all these other sites and figure out where you have accounts. And the way they do it, it won't get detected. So, it's a problem. So bottom line, do not reuse passwords. I know it's a pain. Pick a reliable, robust password manager. And we recommend Keeper, but there are others. And don't reuse passwords. Thanks for listening.